All right, how's it going, everybody? Today we're going to talk about dressing for success, for respect, and we'll start off with a little story. Mm, when I was in high school, we'll say, and even middle school, mostly high school though, I wore a lot of hoodies. And kind of the reason for this was I was pretty insecure about my body, how I looked. I grew up with a father who was always he was fit, but he was always criticizing my body, like saying I was skinny, and then the aunts or the older ladies, kind of overweight ladies that are maybe family friends. They were, oh, you're so skinny, yada 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 yada. When it's like, no, I was pretty fit when I look back at it. I was a soccer player, so I did grew up wearing a lot of hoodies. And what I noticed when I wore hoodies is people did not respect me. They did not respect me at all. I remember I would get stopped in places and it was so annoying. I remember one time we were at a museum and I was wearing a hoodie. I usually wore my hood up because that's just how I like the look of it. It made me look good. And I was insecure. So, and the museum security followed me around the entire museum because they thought I was gonna do something. Like it was most bizarre. And I remember another time. This was just a couple months ago. I was traveling, and I usually bring a hoodie because it's freezing in those hotels. And I was traveling, and my girlfriend at the time, I would go into the lobby every night and talk to her. And one of the nights, one of uh, the hotel workers, he thought I was like didn't he asked if I was staying at the hotel. Like I went to ask him something like, "Oh, is there water somewhere? I'm thirsty." Yada yada yada. And he's like, "Are you staying here?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I walked away. And then a couple days later, I was out in the lobby again, and I was upstairs, talking alone, like there's nobody there, and he follows me up there, and he asked for my room key, and I wasn't gonna make a big deal about it, so I showed him my room key, and that was that. But it was like, wow, people like think you're like a hoodlum or something. You know what I mean? Like there's some settings where I could wear the hoodie. And usually if I'm with younger people, if I'm in the hip hop scene, um, and people will respect you for wearing a hoodie, but most people don't respect you. I don't know what's up with FedExes, but when I go into a FedEx and I'm wearing a hoodie or I'm not dressed nice, I don't go into FedExes anymore because of this. I would get stopped by the employees and they'll be like, what are you doing here? Basically, it's bizarre, weird. So I've just stopped wearing hoodies, and also like hoodies, I get too hot in them now. So good thing. Maybe because I lift a lot of weights. Like I don't know what it is. I get too hot in them. I'm warm blooded now. So that is uh, that's sort of the calluses for me dressing nice. So how do you dress nice? What are the styles, I guess. The other thing is, we'll go over that, but when you dress nice, you start to respect yourself. You hold your head up a little higher, and I think that's the most important thing. I remember recently, uh, this was a college course. It was the first day, and really recently, actually, this week, and I dressed very nice. Like uh, I wore pants, I wore leather shoes, I wore this shirt, I had a briefcase. I dressed really nice for college, and I was the nicest person there, like dressed there. And I'm waiting in the hallway, and I start to notice like all these girls, these women, like kind of gathering around me because I was a nice, like everybody there was dressed very shitty. Like they just all everybody was in black and grays, very like comfy outfits. And I'm like here dressed super nice, leather shoes, briefcase, like um I dress for success. And people are intrigued by that and they want to, you know, gather around you because they see that you respect yourself, you take care of yourself. And it also conveys mystery, like why is he dressed so nice? Is he wealthy? Like does he come from wealth? Well, what is this intriguing thing? But anyways, I'm in the hallway. We go into class. It's the first day of class, so he's going over the syllabus, the expectations for the class, and I'm not really understanding his teaching style. He it made no sense to me. So after class, I went over to talk to him, and I'm like trying to clarify. I'm asking questions, and he doesn't have when he presents. He doesn't have things written on the lecture slides. So I'm like, I'm clarifying. Like, is that for real? Like you won't have, you'll just have pictures up there. And the professor goes, yeah, in college you have to learn how to take notes, right? And I was just like, I was like, what? Like I'm the nicest person dressed here. I've been in college for years now. I graduated valedictorian of my high school. I could have said, yeah, bro, I graduated valedictorian. I could have said, yeah, I'm an honors student in college. Like, but I didn't. I just said thank you and I walked away. And what I realized from that interaction is he was insecure. He was an insecure professor who had a stupid teaching style. And when I asked him the questions, I made his teaching style feel insecure. And so he kind of acted that way. It was very odd. One thing I'll notice in college is how the professors dress. I'm dressed just as good as they are. So it's like it creates kind of a weird dynamic sometimes, and that's fine. That's how I dress. Okay, so I like dressing like that. I like dressing nice. When I leave, it makes me feel good. So, but that's another thing with dressing nice. You'll sort out all the insecure people around you. You'll sort out the jealous people because it's this weird thing where because you're respecting yourself, you're just able to see like clearer like who disrespects you. And you kind of just you hold yourself up higher. You have this posture and you stop giving a fuck. Like like fuck you. Like I don't need to prove anything to anyone. When you dress nice, you don't have to prove anything to anyone. You're dressing more for yourself. You're not dressing for others. You're dressing because you feel good. So I would invest in dressing nice early on in life. Don't keep dressing. If you're a guy, don't keep dressing like a boy. Stop wearing the hoodies. Start wearing nice pants. Start wearing jeans. Get some leather shoes going. I have barefoot shoes, barefoot leather shoes from Birchberry. They're a new company. I love those shoes. When you have good shoes, you want to dress nice. Like I want to wear these shoes and I need an outfit to match the shoes. So I'm like, I want to dress nice. So just like a good pair of shoes and some nice dress socks. Don't wear the white socks. Like try and stay away from them. Like it's okay occasionally, but just try and stay away from them, especially if you're dressing nice. If you're wearing boots, like it's fine. So I'll go over some of my styles. I'm kind of getting into the old money style. I need a tennis sweater though. I think the old money style is nice. It's wonderful, brilliant. I love it. Um, so I'm trying to get into that. I think that makes me look good. You really have to do what works for you. When I want to be casual, I do a hippie style, and usually I like walking barefoot places, so I'll walk barefoot. But these are called like Namaste pants on Etsy. Got them on Etsy. Uh, they're really comfy. Uh, people I get compliments on them too. That's the other thing. You'll get compliments from people, and that's sort of also what sorts out the insecure people. This Hawaiian shirt, this is like a $200 Hawaiian shirt. I have two of these. I got them at Balboa Island. They have, uh, I've had them since I was 14, and people will they'll talk constantly complimenting on it. They'll ask like, "Oh, why is there a British flag on here?" And then I have to explain them the history of Hawaii and stuff. But you want to invest in like nice, expensive clothes. I like wearing the Hawaiian shirt, like uh, stuff. But you wanna invest in expensive clothes because they will last longer, and it'll also teach you how to like keep your clothes good. So like the buttons were falling off on this. I've had it since I was 14, so that's what, 8 years or something. Longer than that maybe. And I just sewed the buttons. Like I didn't need to get a new pair. I learned how to sew buttons and I sewed the buttons on. This right here, part of dressing nice is you'll inherit your grandfather's clothes. So this was my grandfather's, and we have the same body type and everything. And I'm noticing that more and more as I like grow into myself. Same body type, and I just some of the buttons were falling off. I just sewed them back on, and that shirt's probably older than me. Like, you know what I mean? That's just, and it's just, it keeps going. So I do that. Those are like my styles: button downs, old money, Hawaiian shirts look good, especially in the summertime or spring. Kind of pop out, and you can wear them. Good thing about Hawaiian shirts is you can wear. I love wearing belt buckles. I don't know if you could see that. I love wearing belt buckles. I want to start a collection of belt buckles. I have 4 right now. Uh, and you could just kind of like tuck them in, wear them like a dress shirt, put a leather jacket over it. Looks great. I've been starting to do this, sort of the sleeveless, rustic look. I like that. And sometimes I'll throw a cowboy hat in there. This is a little more flamboyant, so I won't wear this all the time. But throw that in there. It shows off the guns. I'll do like a poncho. I'm rewatching The Walking Dead, so I'm like going for that Daryl Dixon look. I think he dresses really good, but you got to really find what works for you and stick to that. And also have like when I want casual, I do hippie. When I want to dress nice, I do the old money. When I want, sort of something in between, I do the rustic look. Or when I'm going out doing outdoorsy stuff, I want that rustic look, cowboy hat, even. So find what works for you. If you don't, if none of that works for you, and you want this gothic look, go for the gothic look with the piercings and everything. I love seeing that, like when I'm out and about, and you look at people like, what are they about? Like, it conveys a sense of mystery. Dressing nice, you're like, what? Like, why are they dressed this way? What's their personality? Like, you want to get to know somebody when they dress nice. Like, what's about them? And when you dress nice and people are coming up to you, like, you don't want to seem fake. So then it forces you to also be to live into how you dress, to be a little intellectual, philosophical, and sort of learn um, the things that would be associated with how you dress. So if you're dressing old money style, maybe you're an entrepreneur or you're businessy type. If you're dressing like Daryl Dixon with the rustic look, maybe you do outdoorsy stuff. You go camping, you hunt, yada yada yada. Hawaiian shirt, maybe you go surfing. So you want to match kind of your personality to how you dress too. And yeah, just have fun with it. Buy expensive clothes that'll last long. Stay away from zipper stuff because zippers break all the time. Learn how to sew and repair your clothes. Learn how to sew buttons, and keep your stuff and maintain it. Okay. Well, when I go outside, people just don't dress nice, and it is the most infuriating thing to me because back in the day, everybody sort of had to dress nice, like the 1920s, even the 1950s, and there was sort of this gentlemanly look, this ladylike look, and I think we got to return to that, and stay away from these trendy stuff that all these models are wearing, that this fast fashion. We got to stay away from that, and we got to dress nice. We have to respect ourselves, and yeah, that's about it. I want people to know dress nice. Okay, I'm done. That's all you gotta say. No bullshit.